My Phantom blew up. It literally blew up in midair. Look at that. That's what you call a crash and burn. No, it didn't. It was an old one. We just had fun with it with the blowtorch. Okay, I'm going to talk about the Phantom again versus the Mavic. So the Mavic versus the Phantom. Which one to buy? I've had 7 drones. I've had 2 of these, and I've had 2 of these, and then I've had a 4 and a couple of 3s. Which one's the better drone? It's an easy decision. This one is far better than this crappy thing. And I know this isn't going to be a popular vlog because, you know, everyone's a friggin' drone expert. Well, I'm not a drone expert, okay? I just want to make that clear. I'm not a drone expert. I'm not a drone expert, okay? So I do these reviews as the layperson. I'm a 44-year-old guy. I love flying drones. I own a real estate business. I take photos for it. I do a lot of basics. But what I want from a drone is to be able to pull it out of the box and basically just press record or take pictures, and that's about it. I just want the fundamental basics. I don't want to be playing around with too much stuff. And if I need to do any editing, any post-production, I'll do it in Premiere Pro or whatnot, okay? I know this has been said a million times, but the footage on this is far superior than this, okay? It just is. And people talk about, and I used to believe this, they say, but you know what, you can carry this around, you know, and the fact that, you know, this fits in this, and you can have 3 batteries, and you've got a drone, and you can go hiking, you can go climb mountains, and, you know, you can just release the Mavic and all of that stuff. That's true, but I just come back from Iceland 3 days ago, and if you say you're gonna do something, you do it. And I said I'm gonna climb this mountain, and I'm gonna climb it. I bought this awesome backpack, okay? This backpack, it's made, not only does it hold the Phantom 4, it holds a controller. In here, it holds my digital camera. It holds all the bits and pieces. It holds all my vlogging gear. It holds the laptop in here. I mean, if you're a vlogger like me or trying to be a vlogger, this thing holds everything, not just the drone. I mean, you cram pack it full. So, you know, when I was in Iceland, the test was this. I had the Mavic with me, and I had this one with me. And guess what? The Mavic never left the room. And I'll tell you why. Because I took the Mavic for a spin in London, and I hit a tree, and it was a soft crash, and the camera, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little plastic bracket in here. Hang on. There's something in here that's come loose, okay? Now, I'm no rocket scientist and I'm no mechanical engineering expert, but this camera has always been pretty flimsy, okay? It reminds me of the, you know, the Phantom 2s and Phantom 3s camera, where when you look at this camera, the build quality, it's just a lot more solid, okay? So, not that you want to crash, but if things go wrong when you're flying drones, they just do. So for me, I find this is, you know what, it's quiet. It's almost has like a stealth mode. But for me, I'm all about quality. And, you know, if I've got to carry a bag that's, you know, an extra kilo heavier, it's a little bit bigger. This is way more sturdier. It takes better pictures, better footage. To me, it just handles better than the Mavic, which to me, this is my second one. For me, I've just always, it just seems to fall apart. Now this can be repaired, but it's just not robust. You know, look, drones aren't built to be robust, that they should be treated with care. But you'd like to think that if you clip a tree and land on grass at low speed, you'd like to think that you don't have to spend 800 bucks on it. You'd like to think it can. So I think this is the first generation of the Mavic, and I think they'll bring out, you know, like a Mavic Pro 2 or something like that, which will have probably a better camera on it. They're the complaints. In saying that, the design's cool. I mean, it is a cool looking drone, but you know what? I'm not going to use it. It's going to sit on the shelf, and you know, I just stick to my Phantom 4 Pro, which is awesome, and you'll see the footage in a minute. The reason I'm doing this vlog today is because I was actually taking both these drones out to do a shoot to show you some footage, and this is what happened. Quite unbelievable, really. And if anything cements my point, it'll be these issues here. Just watch this. Piece of shit. I never ever thought I would live in an estate.
What happens at night? I've been hearing all sorts of horror stories.
Oh,
people
yeah?
burning down houses.
No, people robbing bikes, robbing motorbikes, robbing cars, people getting shot.
But we're in Point Lonsdale, and that block behind us, one with the sold sticker on, me and Stace bought that. I'll just show you around. Pretty exciting. And we're going to build our dream home here. The reason we bought in Point Lonsdale and the reason we bought this block is because 400 metres that way, or 8.5 minutes walk, we're at the beach, and you've got the rip just there, and you've got the beach there. So you've got the surf beach, and then you've got Port Phillip Bay on the inside there. You know what, we're 25-30 minutes away from Geelong, and Point Lonsdale is just a really pretty little town. Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot some drone footage of the foreshore, and again I'm gonna talk about the Mavic Pro, the DJI Mavic Pro versus the Phantom 4 Pro. Which one's better? I'm going to tell you right now. The Phantom 4 Pro leaves it for dead, and I'm going to show you why. Never actually been this way to the beach before, but this is the new backyard. Wow. I'm just going to say this, on the Bellarine Peninsula, and just down there is where you head into Port Phillip Bay, so this is sort of the point. This is the head. Probably can't see it on camera, but the water, my God, it is crystal clear. So the first drone I'm going to fly is going to be the Mavic. This. I tell you what, it just feels flimsy, and I've broken one of these before just by taking it off. This thing that clips in here, I can never get it to clip in properly. It just always ends up coming loose. So I find that annoying. So how's this? It's saying there's a system error. Now I've flown this thing about 5 times, and that there has come out of somewhere. Just the build quality of this reminds me of the early DJI Phantoms. I just feel it's a bit flimsy and weak. And I know people that love the Mavic are going to crucify me for saying that. But again, you know, I've come down here to fly it and I've got this wheel error and it looks like something's unclipped or come out. I don't know if that bracket's supposed to be stuck in there, but something is not right there. I'm just going to see if I can fly it. Mavic's a piece of shit. So I'm pretty pissed off right about now. I've flown the Mavic. I was flying at a height of 14 metres and it was only a couple of hundred metres from me. I could see that return I couldn't see it because of the sun. I had it in sport mode, which was dumb, and now I can't find it. On the screen there's a picture of sand, and on this map here, that's the map. You can't really see it, but why isn't the GPS working? I mean, it's looking for a GPS, it's not in the water. Fucking hate the Mavic. I personally think it's a cheap piece of shit, and it's not perfected in any way, shape or form. I mean, you know what, at least you can see the Phantom. The Mavic's hard to see and you lose sight of it. And I'm sure people will want to give this thumbs down, like, oh, you're a dickhead drone user, you don't know what you're doing. But, you know, I just don't know where it is. And I keep getting images of it sitting in the sand somewhere and I'm at the beach, which is really frustrating. So, you know, you would think the GPS would hone in on it, but every time I walk, the GPS doesn't work. Frustrating. I can't tell you how pissed off I am. I'm just going to try and walk this way. I'm unsure if the red triangle is where the drone is. I think that's how it works, and where the H is where I took off from. But you'd like to think, because I'm walking, that the distance between the two would get less. You know, the image that keeps coming up is of sand. So to me, it's landed on the beach somewhere. Just fucking walking aimlessly looking for drones. Another 1,600 bucks down the toilet. Another cross-country fucking safari. Looking for a drone. It's like looking for a needle in a fucking haystack. So much for doing the review on the Mavic. Never see it again. What's really annoying is the drone went down 146 meters from this point. As you can see behind me, it's just all sand dunes. It's really frustrating because I can see an image from the drone pointing into the sand. So it's up here, it's up there somewhere. But it's like looking for a needle in the fucking, you know, oh fucking hell, fuck. Sorry about all the swearing. Just sick of it. you know, doing everything right, flying at 15 meters. The thing I did wrong was I had it in sport mode. If I didn't have it in sport mode, I'd still have my drone. So I've been looking for an hour now. Still my head in. But it says it's 146 meters from this point. That's the only reading I have. And you can't see this map here, but GPS isn't working, but it's basically 146 meters that way. So if I step it out, and then I'm going to use the Phantom 4 to do a bit of recon work to see if we can find it. It's in the dunes. I'm going to get the bastard back if it kills me. So this is where I took off from, so I'm going to count 146 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The drone should be behind me within 20 meters. Let's get the Phantom out to do a bit of recon work. The trusty Phantom 4 Pro. Nothing beats it, particularly the Mavic. Oh my god, I found it. I fucking found it. It's still fucking working. Fuck, if this is a miracle. Hang on. 1.5 hours I've been looking for that bastard of a thing, and I found it. And I reckon it's in okay shape. I'm pretty happy right now. So I just paced 146 meters out and started looking in that area within 20 meters, and I finally found it. I can't believe it, to be honest. I thought it was definitely gone. And yeah, I'm happy. Nearly 2 hours. So I'm going to try and fly it right now. Here we go. Let's see if it'll work straight off the bat. My name's Daniel Hayes. Thanks for watching $1 Million Bogan Australia. So make sure you click the button right here. I'm gonna go.